And we're back. Arran, and Bastila are deep beneath the oceans of Manon in the Republic base where some mysterious force has caused the Selkath scientists to go insane and start killing everyone. We have cleared the north section of the base, but in order to get to the southern part where more people might actually be alive, we have to go out into the ocean in an envirosuit and get to the other part manually. So here we go. All right. So Arran has to go forth by himself. None of the other party members can follow me, as there were no other envirosuits inside. Although it looks like I might not be alone here.
Who's there? You're not Selkath, I can see that much. Are you another rescue crew?
I'm Arran Devith. The Republic sent me down here to investigate.
I'm a merc the Republic hired a couple days ago to investigate. But all we found was a bunch of insane Selkath killing everything that moves. All my companions are dead. The Selkath swarmed over us. There were dozens of them. And they looked wrong somehow. Like something had changed inside them. Insane or something. Oh, I'd have gone back to the surface long ago if this complex hadn't been overrun by all those crazy Selkath. There's no way for me to get to the submarine docking bay.
What are you doing in the underwater section of the facility?
I discovered a way to get to the bay and seal off the rest of the base. I just have to find the Kolto harvester they built on the edge of the Hrakert rift. It's got an emergency override to open the doors to the submarine docking bay. And I could get in from the outside. I figured my only chance was to slap on an environment suit, head out onto the ocean floor, and check that harvester out for myself. Besides, it's gotta be safer out on the ocean floor than back in there with all those crazed Selkath mutants running around looking for dinner.
You wait here, I'll check it out.
I'm not spending another minute in this facility. Not with those psychotic fish people all over the place. I'm heading out to the ocean floor right now. It leads to another complex of buildings. Going through them is the only way to reach the Kolto harvester. We should probably stick together, but I won't wait around in here with the Selkath. You can catch up with me if you want. Down the hall and through the doors on the right. I'll be waiting on the ocean floor where it's safe.
Down the hall, okay. I was just reminded, in the last episode we found some scientific notes. Something about, let's see here. They had a emitter of some kind that would keep, okay. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't something we had to equip. Okay, so he's gonna go that way. I'm gonna just take a look around. Which I'm probably going to regret because we're moving so dang slow. Oh wait, okay, there's the sonic emitter. Activate non-medical item 6. I don't know if that means it's got a limited number of charges. Probably. Okay, it looks like this just goes down to where those other exits were. I'm not going to explore that hall fully. I think we're fine. We're just gonna follow our new friend out onto the main ocean floor. At the speed of light. There he is. Okay. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Come on, hurry up. Don't just stand there, we have to keep moving. The water is filled with... Ow! Ah!
Oh, this is interesting. Here's some ruins. All right. Let's see here. We gotta go south. As far as I can tell, there's nothing really to see to the north. Let's turn around and head that way. I was starting to say, this is pretty interesting. Here we got some ancient type of structures that kind of look similar to the other star map ruins. So we might be onto something. Oh, okay, let's see here. Here come those sharks. Let's activate our... There we go. Okay, we're fine. That cut looked a little rough. That's because something weird happened the first time I tried to activate the sonic emitter. The screen minimized. At a horrible time to do it, but I think we are fine now. Hopefully it won't do that again. How did you get in there? Don't answer that. Alright, looks like we have 2 potential entrances to the base. And 2 sharks that are taking interest in us. Alright, well that sonic emitter actually has a pretty good range, doesn't it? Good to know. Well, because we were moving so fast, I'm going to head towards the closest entrance and hope that they are connected on the inside. All right. And we are alone against a whole mess of Selkath. That's all right. We are Jedi. Who has some grenades as well. But it seems they also have grenades. Either that or that was just a horrible throw from us. The first one there. It might have been. I mean, our demolitions is really bad. So, we'll just stick to the lightsaber for now. There we go. Ah. A lot of landmines in here. Tell you what, I wish we had the rest of our group. Now, I'm hoping, I don't... What do we have here? Oh, hello.
No, you can't come in here. You'll let the Hrakert and the Selkath in. No, stay out! Stay out! I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
60 seconds to complete the pressure.
Okay, I don't think hacking through the force field is the best option. Let's see if we can hack the computer. Deactivate pressure sequence. There we go.
No. The Hrakert will get us. No, the Selkath are coming. No!
No! Ah!
Calm down. Everything will be okay.
I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door. Please forgive me. I'm just so scared.
We're both just scared.
When the Selkath went crazy, I thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad. We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Hrakert and sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Selkath researchers started screaming and clawing at everything around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my eyes. Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left. We heard the Selkath outside the doors every once in a while, and strange noises echoing through the base.
We thought everyone was dead. Dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Hrakert Rift project.
Why did all the Selkath go crazy?
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift, near the vent. Then there was this rumbling, and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Firaxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Selkath started screaming too. And they turned on us.
They turned on you?
It was like they couldn't control themselves. Like the sound that the monster was making in our heads drove them insane.
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Hrakert Rift near the Kolto vent. That might explain a few things too.
Like what?
Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the Kolto. Would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. With Kolto as a food source.
And all those other Firaxan sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother.
Where is this monster Firaxan now?
I don't know. It must still be out there.
Out there, waiting for us.
So what can I do about it?
The Firaxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do.
What are you talking about?
The repellent we made was supposed to drive Firaxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the Kolto.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do.
What else could we do?
You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Firaxan drove all the Selkath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main Kolto harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Firaxan shark.
What other choices do I have, though?
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair inside the rift.
How would I do that?
You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million sangin, a liquid at about 4 million sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work.
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water.
I'll try to destroy the harvesting machine.
Good. Destroying the machinery will be better in the long run. We can't risk damaging the environment or the Kolto. You'll have to break into the computer on the harvesting machine and fiddle with the fuel injectors to get the tank pressure up to the point where the hydrolium will liquidize. Once the machinery is gone, the shark should leave.
That won't work and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the harvesting machine. Once the shark is dead, we can get back to mining the Kolto. You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
All right. No pressure or anything. Okay, we got some more crazed Selkath down here. cut through these guys. I was hoping there would be, I don't know, some kind of door or something I could open that would let Hrakert and Bastila join me. It does not seem that way. Looks like for this one, we're on our own. Public soldier. Breath mask. I suppose that would help me out in the water. Probably wouldn't protect from the pressure. Immunity, poison, not usable by Wookiees. We'll keep our special Jedi circlet. Alright, now this looks like it was the other entrance that we did not go through. That's fine. It's through this door. Just a little storage room. Some med packs. Some grenades. Alright, we are back in the deep blue here. Lots of sharks around. Let's see if we can get them with our emitter. There we go. Another section of the base there. Let's check this out before we head down that way. Pressure door. Oh. Okay. Well, good to know that once our business is concluded out here, we can get back to our company pretty easy. We should have just come through this door in the first place. It's so much quicker. All right. So we are going to head out into the ruins here. There's the Culto control panel. Keep an eye out for sharks. Alright, now let's see. I can't remember if we needed to... This is the thing we needed to blow up, or if this is where we just inserted the poison. Nope, okay. Fuel tank pressure. Okay, so we gotta get... Let's see. We gotta get one or both of these to... Okay, we gotta get the container to be at 4 out of 5, I think is what we have to do here. So, a little bit of a puzzle going on. So let's fill the container. And now we're going to transfer that to the injector. Alright, so we got 3 in there and 2 in the other one. Let's dump the injector. And I guess we'll transfer that to the container. Okay, so we got 2 in there. Let's fill the container. Okay, yeah. And then we'll transfer from the container to the injector. There we are. Alright, so we have blown up the machinery. I don't... Is that the monster shark? I can't tell. All the sharks are pretty big. I'll have to take a look here. Oh, okay. Yep, that's the one. He's pretty big. Alright. And, yes, there it is. The star map. Now we just gotta get to it. With great haste. Great haste. Legendary haste. Alright, now I better not turn around to find a bunch of Malik's goons ready to jump me at this point. I can just see a bunch of Dark Jedi in scuba suits or Gungans or Lord knows what. Okay, good. About time. Alright, before we head to the surface, I'm gonna check in with those two scientists here. Just let them know we've dealt with the shark.
I saw what happened on the camera, and I can't believe what you did. How could you willfully destroy the Kolto harvesting machinery? That'll set us back years. I'll have you know that when we get back to the surface, I'll have the Republic do a full inquiry into your actions. Now go back to the surface and get the Republic to send a real rescue team down for us.
I'm gonna talk to her. She's gonna be probably happier about what I did.
We saw what you did out there on the cameras. Destroying the machinery was the right thing to do for everyone. That creature, the giant Phyraxan shark, the guardian of the Kolto or whatever it was, seems to have calmed down a lot. It may even be safe to go outside now, but we'll stay here and wait for the Republic rescue crews. Thank you for not making a huge mistake.
Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Alright, let's go meet up with Arran and Bastila. Alright. We are back with our group now, and we have found the star map. So there's just one little piece of business we have left to do here before we head to the surface.
Is somebody out there? Fishy, fishy, fishy. Come and eat me too. You can't get me, little fishy. Not in here. I'm safe behind my walls.
Why don't you come on out now?
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? I walk out and bam! Selkath swarm in from everywhere, ripping and rending. Fishy moves fast and silent. No, my friend. I don't play that game. I've got a winning hand right here in this room. My room. No fishy for me.
Alright, suit yourself.
Bye-bye. Go look for fishy people. They'll chomp and bite and chomp and bite. Food for fishy. That's you.
Well, you can't help them all. Alright, guys. Let's head back topside. Alright, well, Roland, you're not gonna like this.
You've returned. I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened down there at the facility?
Your construction woke something up.
Something was down there? Living in the rift by the Kolto?
A giant Phyraxan shark that drove all the Selkath insane.
That's horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors?
A few scientists have survived.
Well, that's good to know. Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it damaged?
The harvesting machine was destroyed.
No, that is terrible. That will set our work back years. It may even cost us the war. While I am glad that you were able to solve our problems, the cost may have ended up being much too high. But you have done your job and helped us in our time of need. And for that I thank you. Oh, And did you end up finding your star map?
I did.
As you can see, by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future.
Alright, well, he took that a little better than expected, I guess. Well, we have, I think, concluded our business on Manon for the most part. Oh. Don't take me to court again. I haven't done anything this time. Nice to see you guys again, too. Alright, so the explosions down there were from a research station that was set up by both of our governments. The machinery down there had woken up a giant Phyraxan shark. No, I didn't kill the shark. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. Come on, guys. Let's conclude our business here and get off this planet before they find something else to take us to court for. We need to speak with, I think it was Nilco here, about the mercenaries. Yes, they were sending them down to a secret base in the Hrakert Rift.
Hrakert Rift is a source of Kolto? Why would the Republic risk so much to send troops there? I don't get it.
They've already lost contact with the science facility. I already cleared the facility. Alright. And with that, I believe we are ready to leave this planet. Let's all head back to the Ebon Hawk. Tell me, Karth, why do you want revenge on Saul so badly?
I already told you, he betrayed us all.
Yes, but it seems more personal than that, is all.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
I asked, didn't I?
It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions died. I had a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there, but my task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come in time.
That's terrible. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Of course not, how could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left.
I'm sorry, Karth. I didn't mean to pry.
No, it's all right. I don't mind. You deserve some kind of, explanation.
So what happened to your son? You didn't say.
His name was Dustil, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue with what we were doing.
Got something on your mind, dude?
You mentioned you had had a wife before.
I don't want to talk
talk about that.
I don't mean to pry, but...
Yes, you do. You may mean well enough, but my private affairs are just that. Private. Let me tell you something. Once you've lived as many years as I have, you'll have yourself a long, long list of memories. If you're lucky, most of them will be good. If you're not, some will be bad. If you're really unlucky, some will be so bad you'll never want to be reminded of them again, ever. You'll go far away, to a place that doesn't hold any memories at all. And there you'll be happy just to forget and be forgotten.
Is that why you went to Kashyyyk?
Partly, maybe. I doubt I could ever explain it to you fully, even if I wanted to. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in love? Truly in love, I mean, and not simple infatuation.
Well,
Exactly. You're still at the beginning of your life. There will be women in your life. Perhaps many women. But if you're fortunate, you'll find love once. The Jedi, with their damnable sense of over-caution, would tell you love is something to avoid. Thankfully, anyone who's even partially alive knows that's not true.
Aren't you worried about the dark side at all?
Love doesn't lead to the dark side. Passion can lead to rage and fear, and can be controlled. But passion is not the same thing as love. Controlling your passions while being in love, that's what they should teach you to beware. But love itself will save you, not condemn you. Listen to me go on as if I had all the answers. What do I know of love anymore? I'm just a lonely old man who's not even a Jedi.
Not even a Jedi? You mean not anymore, right?
Nope, never was. Technically, I never rose above the rank of Padawan for various reasons. Does that surprise you?
You seem to have all the abilities of a Jedi.
In my case, becoming a Jedi would have been a formality. I doubt the Order and I would have gotten along well, considering my opinions on things such as love. Love causes pain, certainly. Inevitably, love is going to lead to as much sorrow and regret as it does joy. I suppose there are perfect, eternal loves out there, but I haven't seen any. And how do you deal with the bad part of love is what determines your character. What determines the dark side's hold over you.
You don't think that love can work?
I suppose it could. It would take a strong person to make that kind of commitment, I think. Someone with a great sense of self. I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you and the one you love simply aren't meant to be together. The trick is to know when that is. To know when it's time to fight and when it's time to part ways. There I go, waxing philosophical again. Somebody blast me already. Let's get going before I start talking in riddles, damn it.
How can I help?
Bastila, I've, been talking with Jolie. Last time you and I talked, you said you needed time to think about us. So?
You have been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. But you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say.
Okay, I understand.
With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you when I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this.
What isn't it supposed to be like?
I don't know. It shouldn't be so hard not to think of you. It should be easy not to think of you. I should have discipline. Jedi discipline. Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you.
Are you interested in me, or just in my ability to use the Force?
The Force is a part of you, as is your power. But that's not what attracted me to you. It's more than that. Maybe it's the bond we share. It gives us a certain intimacy. If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malak must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen.
Just give in to your feelings, Bastila. You know you want to.
I think we should have some privacy for this. Come with me. You're stronger than I am, and there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi, I think. I hope. In some ways you make me feel weak, like I'm caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time, you make me feel stronger, more alive.
Yes, and I feel more alive when I'm with you.
I realize now these feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. They knew my loyalty to the doctrines of our order would be tested on this mission. By facing and overcoming my feelings for you, I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond.
You're rationalizing, Bastila. I think you're just scared to face the truth.
You're the one who can't face the truth. Malak has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you?
I'm going to stop Malak, Bastila, but I want you at my side when I do it.
You mean it, don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us.
You don't always have to be strong, Bastila. You can give in. Just this once.
But I can't. Malak...
I love you, Bastila, and I know you love me.
Okay, you've made your point. Now shut up and kiss me, you fool. We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. The Jedi are not allowed to fall in love.
It didn't feel wrong to me.
It was a moment of weakness. When I kissed you, we shouldn't have. I'm sorry. No. I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like this. Not now. Not while we still have to deal with Malak. I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.